over to you.
All right. I will call the meeting to order on October 27th, at 5 p.m. So who do we have present today?
I'll start. Kyle Box.
Justin Osk.
Pablo Obregón.
Richard Ingan.
John Dahl.
Alan Clark.
Heidi Amon via satellite.
And then Chair John and Jill are excused, and Peggy is excused from tonight's meeting. So we have 4 present, 3 absent. So we do have a quorum.
Does anyone have any proposed additions or deletions to the agenda? Okay. Did everyone get a chance to review the minutes from our last meeting?
Move to approve.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. And Human Rights Day, December 10th.
Yeah, so I was, a friend of mine sent me a site to read the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's by the United Nations. And all of a sudden, there was a flag that popped up saying Human Rights Day, December 10th. I don't think we have never observed or used that day to make ourselves do a little PR or educating. Or I know we've been talking about how do we get a little more exposure.
Mhm.
So I don't know if this will instigate any desire to do either a press release or a resolution by the mayor, a proclamation by the mayor before the council meeting to do that. So I just thought I'd better share the date with you all and see where it takes us.
I've never heard that there was a Human Rights Day.
Right.
I'm not familiar with it either. I didn't know. They have a day for everything else, so it makes sense that they're having that.
Right. It's interesting. I just opened up my calendar and I noticed that it's all service club lunch day. We're like Rotary and Kiwanis and Lions all the same location together.
Well, is this a Wednesday? Is this the same Wednesday?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't know if there's an opportunity to maybe have that recognized, or
mhm.
anyone in here a member of any of those clubs?
Kiwanis.
I thought you were, yeah.
Yeah, they do an all-service luncheon. I think there's actually, we have 2 events. Yeah, there's an all-service luncheon, which you're referring to, yeah.
You know
It was on
which club has it today, this year? Or
I do not know. I know we're doing a Kiwanis celebration here very soon, but I don't know if I've gotten any information on the community or the service club luncheon yet.
Because do they rotate who like programs for that? Is that how that
I think
works?
so.
it's the choir from high school.
Yeah, they sing at it.
There's no other,
There's no
somebody from
program.
the Columbus is a chair.
Yeah.
But if it's the same day, it fits in.
Yeah.
It would be tight.
I don't think you need to do a whole lot with it or anything like that, but it could be part of that theme there. Good opportunity for Human Rights Commission to piggyback off of the work of service clubs.
I think doing a proclamation makes sense.
Mhm.
And maybe that can be read instead of doing something else,
Yep.
just if the mayor is attending. you can read it, or a member of the committee that is attending can read it. It's something simple, yeah, so.
I like
I
that.
quick Googled while this was going on. Apparently, it started in 1950 when the United Nations started their General Assembly.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
That's interesting.
So is that something we have to approve as a group, or we just
Be up for
forward
the,
with it?
it'd be up to the mayor to make the proclamation, wouldn't it? That'd be his discretion. Yeah, we could approach club leaders, I suppose, if that was something you guys wanted to do.
So 2 steps. We can help the mayor if he chooses to do the proclamation. We can help him with the language. Like for welcoming week, I came up with, I use a regular form from Welcoming America. But for this one, I'm wondering if there are tools under the Commission of Human Rights by United Nations that is ready. I can just pick that up from there.
Right.
And the second piece will be people to approach the service clubs to see if they're interested in giving us 2 minutes to read that. So I don't know if that's a decision, a voting decision, or just,
To you, this commission, and we can take, if you want to give staff direction, we can absolutely work on that. If you want to take a vote on it, it's all the same to us.
Let's vote to approve having a proclamation read at that event on December 10th.
This is asking the mayor to.
Mhm.
Proclaim it, so we're
Yeah.
Toward that, yeah, because ultimately it's right.
I so
His. I'll second.
Wow. All in favor?
all right.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carries. Does anyone want to head up contacting the other departments, the other clubs, or do we need to wait till we get approved?
We maybe need to check on that first, huh?
on the mayor.
Yeah, if he's, because that would determine how we would approach the clubs. If he's willing to do it.
The mayor.
Absolutely. Oh, I can have a conversation with the mayor. I think we could even introduce it at a council meeting on December 1st. It'll be read at the council meeting and then at the event on the 10th. Yeah. And I'm more than happy to get in touch with the Kiwanis president. I'm there, so.
So is there much PR with that day for the clubs coming together? I mean, does the paper cover? I'm just thinking like clubs coming together, Human Rights Day, like could we put a bug in the paper's ear?
The paper used to do things, but they don't. They're pretty passive. There might be one article in the paper or something, but they used to always have a photograph of something, but
Mhm.
it's,
No, they share it on social media, the clubs would in the past. I know at least Kiwanis did,
Mhm.
or does.
I feel like Rotary will do the same.
Mhm.
And I think if we can work on a press release
Mhm.
highlighting that date as well, or the proclamation in general.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I'm actually going to Rotary tomorrow, so I'll make sure to, it's Kugi that's currently the president, so I'll let him know. Let him know to wait for word from the mayor.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, and for your information, this doesn't have to do with any of the action just taken, but I will make sure that in the package for our notes today, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is sent to you, just for your information. You have some good language, good areas of declarations.
What year is that from, by the way? You know,
I think it was what's that called? Revised 23.
When was the revisor?
23 on 2023.
But what was proclaimed in 1950, that the United Nations established that as a proclamation of the concept of human rights. It was not a day, but it was the principle, and it was one of the principles of the United Nations.
It was in 1948, the United Nations General Assembly adopted and proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on December 10th, 1948. The General Assembly in 1950 passed a resolution 423B, formally establishing December 10th as Human Rights Day and inviting all countries and interested organizations to celebrate it. Thank you, Google.
And just to add, it looks like their theme for 2025 is Holocaust Remembrance for Dignity and Human Rights. So marking the 80 years of the end of World War II and the Holocaust. So that's the United Nations theme this year for their Human Rights Day.
They might just post
Very
it
appropriate.
because, like, they tried to find the theme, but they didn't have it. Like, I printed this like 2-3 weeks ago already. So
In Winnipeg, there is a human rights museum. And it's a new building. It's been funded by an immigrant. I think it's a Jewish immigrant who was successful in Winnipeg. It's many millions of dollars. It's a grand multi-story big building. And very high, it has all kinds of issues. It really is a very educational place. We took our grandkids up to Winnipeg a year ago, and they had issues, human rights issues that teenagers would get interested in, which normally it's sort of a thing on, not in the mainstream. And I thought it was a very, it's part of an education that young people need to be exposed to. And it had issues all over the world. The one issue that was not mentioned was the Palestinian issue. I think that was the funding. But everything else, it really did brought up and made these issues human. But human rights is it's a word of things, but in the United States, it's not a daily thing you see much about, and it's a sort of formality. And yet there are real issues.
I think you'll find it interesting. It's very simple language too. So
for sure.
Does anyone else have anything?
When do we next? Is it January?
Question. Yeah, we'll have to send out, I don't know if we have anything scheduled for 2026. So I think.
Would it be the 19th of January?
MLK Day and a Monday.
Be the 4th, right? Isn't it 4th Tuesday?
Oops.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
7th.
27th?
26th of January. Or 27th, yep.
January 27th, 5 p.m. This location, that seems to work okay.
January 27th at 5.
Yep.
And I think after that, we have to go March, right?
Yep, then we'll have our annual meeting
Annual
in March, yep.
So while you have your calendars or writing notes, MLK dinner again will happen at Richwater College. 5:30, I believe. 5:30 to 7.
What was that?
Martin Luther King
Oh,
dinner.
what date was that?
That's the 19th, Monday.
Of November or what?
January.
Oh, January.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
5:30.
Do you want us to set meetings for the year for 26, or do you want us to wait and do that on our first meeting in January?
Should we wait,
We can just get the calendar invite
Maybe.
out for January and then
have a few more here and
add it to the, as an agenda
Yeah.
item.
Yeah.
Set dates, including
Sure.
the annual meeting.
sounds good.
Yeah, kind of
So I
makes
think-
sense. Make sure we have the chair and the vice.
Yeah, I
chair.
suppose.
Yeah. Well, in March, right, can get a little tricky with spring break.
Yeah.
School, so we might, yeah. Look at that and sure we're good.
Any other orders of business? And a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Okay.
Motion carries.
Great job, Alan.
Thanks.
See you guys
Take
later.
care.
Thanks.